Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry, I just want to get my screen right. Let me know if you guys can hear me, if the sound's good, and then let's run through the charts. So I assume Mr. Trump said something, or there was some news because got this nice big push up. Okay, so let's just see. Right, before I start going through this, I'll wait for more people to join, then we can then make it a thing. Right, let's see. All right, let me first check if the sound's good. Testing. All right, sounds. Okay, sounds good. Thank you. Right, I did start earlier, so you're just gonna have to stick around a bit here. Okay, let me just give me a second. Right, so let's see. All right, I'm just gonna wait for people to join, then we'll see. So it's right, let me know if you guys are good to go. I started a little bit early today. This is not going to be a long stream. I'll probably do it till the hour, and then I'll see how it goes. I'm catching a flu, and I want to go to bed early. So, hey, Kevin. Right, we're going to go through. I'm going to just wait. So another 3 minutes. Then I'm going to go through. We'll break it down from the top to the bottom, and what we've missed, and. Okay, so maybe let's do it now. And people, I'll go through it again. Hey, Steve. Yeah, it's amazing. Let me go through this. Okay, let's start with the hourly. So obviously, I think Trump's got something to do with this move up. I did see him do some sort of a conference. I don't know what that was about. I didn't listen to it. So obviously, this high here and that high with this fair value gap I did mark this out about 2 days ago, saying that we could, and I thought maybe with the news today, we're going to want to run up in there to just test that gap, but to run these liquidity and then drop. But we got this crazy sideways move, and when I saw the conference, I remember, oh, that's why it looks like it looks. And believe it or not, I take a short. I got stopped out again on a 1 minute, and all I thought was, okay, so we're gonna want to come. I know we want to get down to these volume imbalances and stuff, but I didn't think it through. And maybe that's the thing. If you're sick, then don't trade because you don't think clearly. And obviously, I'm not thinking clearly here. But anyways, that's the hour. I'm going to leave those fair value gaps there. We can remove and what not. So there was this fair value gap. We inverse, we test, we inverse, or we came back down, down again, inverse. I don't know if this is just the area to accumulate for bigger move or what the story is. All right, so let's see what the 15-minute looks like. So this is the 15-minute fair value gap that you guys saw there. So we just inverse that. And maybe this, I mean, I don't know if we're going to turn bullish now or what. So we still got these equal highs up here that we haven't run. So we'll have to see if this is going to come back down to actually drop, or is it actually going to come to test to go and run that liquidity. So we're just going to have to, and it's the bottom end of that fair value gap. So if we go down to a 1 minute, we'll know it's the bottom end of this 15-minute fair value gap. That's how deep the price action can come. Let's see. Let's go to logistics. All right, so we could see it come down all the way there. That's a nice fair value gap. The 15-minute fair value gap and the 1 minute gap overlaps exactly. So I'm not saying just buy here. I'm saying there's opportunity for potential buys. We're just going to have to watch and see. People probably going to want to know, so Neil, why did you short? I mean, I looked at all of this. There's all this liquidity, and we didn't, make a higher high there, and we broke down. This is not good price action, and that's what I'm saying. If you're sick, if you don't feel well, don't trade because you're going to do some stupid stuff. So I did stupid stuff. I still end up, at break even. So, which is not it is not something to feel proud of because I was up. Sorry, I just want to show you guys something. It was this candle here. This candle here. Nice momentum down. I shorted there, put my stop there. And I thought, okay, well, at least come down. And then I think Trump said something and then poop. It all went to, like people would say, it all went to shit. So. All right, but be as it may, and I did start risking less, so well, that's what it is. So what I said, guys, is I'm not going to sit here for 2 hours and stream. I'm probably just going to do it for an hour. So we'll see. With SpaceX listing. Is SpaceX listing on what? On NASDAQ or what? I must tell you guys, the last couple of days, that we were pushing lower, and we did decent pushes lower. I thought, okay, so this could be the turnaround to go lower, and then I don't know. No, I don't know. Okay, all right, all right. So we'll see what that does. All right. So all of this comes in, I almost say good timing, because we're getting to the, I think next week is it the contract expiry next week? Where is it? Let me see. It's on 18 June. 18 June, all right. On 18 June. That's next week this time. So, yeah, we'll have to see. Right, so I don't know if you guys took any trades or any setups that you're still in. And I don't actually know what this price action we're looking at now, what it actually mean here. I know each, but entered at nice. Nice, that's not bad, that's good. It's like 10-minute trade. That's insane actually. Well, that's good, man. So I must tell you, obviously I took the short, I got stopped, and then on this, I mean, I haven't changed the color and stuff yet, but on this IVG, I did take a long, but obviously not risking much. And the funny thing is, I took it right to that. So I literally got tapped my TP, and then it did this, and I was like, whew. So I entered about here as well. But then I said, I'm stopping, I'm not touching it. And got to stick to that now. Okay. So So we could still run this, and then I don't know, are we gonna then do the rally up, or maybe we run this high, come back into this bigger range, and just hold it till tomorrow, maybe? I've got no idea. I don't know how to read this, to be honest. It feels like up and down. Yes, no, so, but like I said, my trade was, I was risking less, not a percent or anything like that. Because I've got that 50%, not a consistency, they don't call it a consistency, but it is a consistency. So what it is you're not allowed to have one trading day that equals 50% or more of all your winnings combined. So, yeah, between a support and resistance. So I don't trade, I don't know what do you classify as support and resistance. Obviously, this 50-minute fair value gap is support with this. So there's lots that comes into play. This one here. This is your normal fair value gap. Then you've got the 15-minute, sorry guys, fair value gap and a bigger fair value gap. So this looks like a solid line in the sand to me. And this is also, I think, from here to there. 50% is right at the bottom here. So we want to probably see a deeper pullback before you bounce up there. Oh, so I did a bit of a what you call it? Just a bit of stats quickly. I'll refine the stats, but what I've done is I say to you guys, let me go to the 50-minute. Makes more sense. All right, exactly for 10K per contract. Yeah, yep, that's it. All right, in the 15-minute, I just want to, so I brought it up in the, session earlier. So, you know, the opening range, the first 15 minutes, that all high and low. So 68% of the last 30 opening ranges, price went, took the high and reversed and took the low. 68% of the time. I'll give you guys more stats. I'm actually going to break it down with a moving average to see where the moving average is, not on a 1 minute, on a 15-minute, to see if it creates below the where the moving average is. Is it above that to test and then drop? Is it in the middle that it goes both sides? What is it? But the one thing I don't take into account now is this sideways move here. It is clear that this was just stalling till Trump had his conference. And that's the part I don't have here. So I'm going to try to get as much information as I can. And I want to do it for the last year, 12 months. And break it down by month. And maybe weeks, when there's a lot of red folder, NFP week, CPI, and all of that. So just to see if there's anything that we can, or someone can focus on, during that time. But I'll put it together and then I'll share with you guys. Okay, so let's take this off. Keep it clean. Okay. All right, as it stands now, I'll look to sell bounces tomorrow. I'm seeing this right now. Obviously, we've got this liquidity here. Just to show you guys, this candle here created nice momentum to the upside. It's not from the extreme, like down here to the top. So but I'm also, this is still bearish move. I mean, this is just consolidation after a push lower. So in my mind, we got to get through this high up here. So we've got equal highs up here, and there's liquidity here as well. There's something here as well, probably on a lower time frame. But anyways, we need to get through this. Then I'm going to say we go higher again. Okay. But let's see. I mean, let's see. I'll see how the market opens tomorrow. Yeah, I think I just want to create the stats on that opening range because I just noticed lately, I never used to trade the opening range, but I did pick up the test on both sides. And I just want to look at some things. I know now just a random 30-day sample, that's only 30 days. That was 68% of the time. It basically ran both sides. But now I want to go deeper to see, all right, let's do it for the last year. Maybe it comes out 40%, right? If you go back even further. And I'll go back as far as I can. I just want to get like a 12-month sample for you guys, and then we can build on it, right? But then I want to look at other stuff. I'll look for divergence. I'll look for where it is compared to a simple 50 moving average. I also want to look at something specific on the TDI. If that high or that low goes outside the band and pull back immediately, does it then create the high or the low to run the opposite side? Just something interesting, not something to put out and people's like, oh, it's got to win every time. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that there's a little bit of a number behind it when we look at the market, or when I look at the market, to say, I know what I'm looking for, and it sets up this way, so I'm bullish, and it looks like it's going bearish first. Okay, but there's something in the back of my mind that statistically it's normal for the opening race to do that, to trap people, and there's a good chance that it will reverse. And then I'll look at, other detail, and if it then presents itself, then it supports the idea to take a long out of that manipulation. Basically, that's it. $8.48. Guys, I'm going through all the comments, so if you guys want to say something, just put it in there. I always try to go through all the comments, seeing that we're still a small community. But I mean, if there's thousands coming through, it will be hard. Sorry, what did you say? It was 8.48. Are you saying 29, 8.48? Is that what you say? Are you... Let me just go to a 15-minute. All right, let's go to 29, 8.48. 8.48 is this high. Okay. Yeah, see, sorry. I'm looking at that, so I've got an exclamation mark there because that looks like a protected area for me. But that doesn't mean it is a protected area, because we can, invalidate that. But yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, consolidation, nice push consolidation. In theory, it should go up and then continue down, because, if you trade levels like I am, got it down, pull back, got it down, a rough consolidation. So this could go up and down or go up and reset to go down. Sorry guys, you gotta excuse me, just hold on. Sorry guys, my apologies. Thanks, Steve. So what I was saying is, you got volume now. Sorry guys. So I was talking about the ARP 50%. We've seen it so many times where the 50% becomes a very strong magnet to pull price to. And I think that 10 a.m. reversal is also going to be a key element. I just want to look at something. It was this 10 o'clock. Yes. Let me show you guys. So I made a note. Can I still see no volume twice? Okay, so you guys can hear me fine now, right? Okay, this is it. Right, yeah. Right, 10 a.m. is this one here. So the range is here. This is 10 a.m. So this area here was actually a good setup. This was like textbook for me. But did I follow it? Nope. So we come out of consolidation. We do the W, which was divergence. Out of the band, in the band. All right. Inverse right there. So that could be the entry, your stop down here. Then you run up. 1 level, 2 level, 3rd level. This is 10 o'clock. What happens again? That high and it's outside the band. The high goes inside the band. Divergence again. Where's the inverse? Is run about there. I think I entered in this leg here. And then you target the opposite again. So that divergence is also key. And then it's just price action in between. All right, so now we're going sideways again. All right, what happened? 11. All right, so sorry, I just want to see. See, this is the other thing. When you run liquidity like a manipulation and it goes out the band and back in, crossing that green, that is, I mean, it forms a fair value gap. Test and go. I'm gonna look at all these things to as part of some sort of a testing sample. So let me hear on the stream. Any of you guys watching the Soccer World Cup? starting South Africa and Mexico start. So in 2010, on this exact same day, just a different year, South Africa and Mexico met each other in South Africa, and they drew the match 1-1. So it's like deja vu. I saw that. I saw Trump not letting this ref in because he's got a criminal background and this one and that one. I was like, oh my gosh. So, Steve, I agree with you. So, I'm 100% a rugby guy, right? I don't, and tennis and maybe golf and all of that. I don't, in principle, watch soccer. The only reason is my journey started as, risk management and all of that for trading in in sports betting. And I've got a big chunk of my career was, managing risk, building models, and it forced me to watch soccer. So, but I'm still not a soccer fan. I did watch the PSG Arsenal final, only because my 13-year-old son made me watch it with him. He's a PSG fan. And I can tell you guys, I said to him, listen, I'm going to sit here for 90 minutes, no action, nothing. It's the worst thing. And the game started, I walked away, I made myself a cup of coffee, I came back and Arsenal's 1-0 up. I'm like, geez, I missed the action in that split second. And that game ended up being a 3-hour game because it went in overtime and penalties, blah, 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 the whole thing. Okay. So the question is 3-1. I mean, I don't follow the NBA. I did follow it. When was it? 4 years ago, because I worked for, did some stuff for an American company on free-to-play games. Because of my experience, I helped them with building models for America States for marketing companies to for the sports betting that's getting legalized in all the different states. And my question now is at 3-1 for being 30 points down. Is that really a 3-1 shot, or is that more like a 10-1 shot, or 20-1? Yeah. One day my son is the next Ronaldo, then he's Mbappe, then he's Haaland, and I only know these names now because I got a son that's like soccer mad. Seven games. Okay. Now it's interesting. So my son wants me to take them to the UK to go watch the what? Like the a final. You just want to watch a final, Champions League or Europa League or whatever. So I said I'll take him. I like watching rugby or trade rugby. My boys did try rugby, but had a bad coach, and that put them off rugby completely. And so, yeah, it's one of those things. But yeah, so he wants to do that. Not last year, I think, when we were in the US. We actually bought tickets to watch the I can't remember which ones it was, but it was baseball. But then our flights got so screwed up that we missed those games. So they still want to go watch NBA, ice hockey, and all of that. We've been to New York twice. We haven't watched one sports game. But I did say to them, next time we go, we'll do it. But we got to find the right time going. We went in August. So that was outside of MBA. That's, yeah. Listen, I watch American football, right? And I'm thinking, American football, you pad yourself up like someone who's going to test car crashes. And rugby, it's people that doesn't get pad up and run into each other. Maybe it's different, but they did do analysis on that. I know it was 4 years ago because that's when I was, working with FanDuel and that. And they rated rugby is the most physical game and not American football because of the protection. I know American football that you all just run into each other trying to block people. But I don't know. They went through the whole technical thing, and it came out rugby is more physical than American football. But it's interesting, man. I'm a sports guy. I like watching sports, do sports. So I used to help organize the Nedbank Golf Challenge in South Africa as well. So that was also nice. Yes. Yeah, no, I agree. Speed and power across the park. Oh. I know I've asked this before, but I watched that Dynasty of um, Tom Brady. It was quite interesting to watch. And now we are just going nowhere with this sideways. I just want to see something. So this, let's look at the daily rather. Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. So we're pretty much in the middle where we start off on Monday. We above the opening price on Monday. So on a daily, I wonder. So, so many ways you can actually read this. Looking at this week's price action is quite big volatility compared to the previous candles. I just don't know if that is more like a bull flag setup type of thing. Neymar Jr. Okay, I'll go watch that. Yes. Yeah, so one thing I can tell you guys, I am the worst person predicting the market. I've predicted the market so many times and then I fail. So I can tell you guys, it looks like it's bullish, blah, blah, blah. We'll get there, bullish at some point. But then the near movements, the earlier movements, then goes the opposite. So, and that's why I always say we can mark out what we think will happen and then just go and sit down and actually see what it actually put together. But the key thing is obviously to have your levels ready. Always. I'm not the short guy. I like longs on NASDAQ. It's our other friend who's not here right now. I don't see him. He's the guy that only looks for shorts. No, it doesn't stop us. I mean, I'm going to be on the trading desk or on my trading desk probably till I die. But I can tell you, well, let me tell you guys one thing. There was a time in my life when let me go on this chart. I'll show you exactly what Kevin says now. Let me just tell you exactly what it is. So I'm just going to use a stupid example. Say I'm buying in this Fair Valley Gap here. So I go, this is maybe not going to be the best. So we go down here and I buy. I thought at one stage, guys, if you want to draw support and resistance levels, you got to let me enter first. Because the minute I buy it, then this happens. And it can go on for hours. The minute I cut my trade, boom, shoots up. And I was like, oh. Or exactly what Kevin says. I mean, I take the trade and it goes against me and then start consolidating below that. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And I must tell you what actually, I mean, I know we all do it, but what helps me a lot is, for me to, obviously we all find levels and all of that, but especially marking out the range and say, all right, I need to get in here at the bottom range. Up here, I'm not taking anything there. And literally wait for the market to get there. But I've done it as well, where I entered here and then it goes lower. And between my entry point and my stop loss, goes up and down, up and down. Make me excited when it comes near to break even and then goes back, almost stopping me out and then come back. But yeah, if you got momentum, nice pullback into a value area, not close to it, at a value or deeper, I think that's where that's what worked for me. So, but this is not. I don't know if you guys will see maybe in an hour's time some more momentum or something. I don't know. All right, so the 50% entry is right here. Down here. My problem is I'm gonna jump off in 20 minutes, and I don't. This needs to come down here before and start moving, because otherwise you're gonna sit for the next hour and then maybe consolidate further, and then you don't want to sit 10 to waiting for something to happen. Then it's not going to be worth it. I mean, I think we had it here today. No, I did get a good entry up here, so it's fine. The other thing I also can tell you guys what screwed me so many times. And I think that also helped me from trading. So you got this range, right? This range. Now, if you want to, you're stuck in a range, you zoom in on this micro structures, which is wrong. Got to look at the bigger thing. never try, if this makes a big candle up, don't try to buy the momentum there. Because I promise you that will turn around, boom, back to 50% and go sideways. And then go lower. Rather wait for something like this. Comes down. If you want to buy there because you want to go long, you want to buy down here. But rather buy on close to the bottom of a range, but not high. So you got to define a range and put a 50%. You can buy, and I'll show you what I mean by that is, we spoke about this before. And the only reason I'm saying this, I know some people actually trade this, right? So once the range is established, price normally goes to the bottom of the range, back to the 50, to the top. If I say top, the top 25% and bottom 25%, and back to 50. And then they just wait because they would then put their stops above the high and enter there. It goes to 50. That's a 1-to-1. And sometimes hold it to the other side. That's a 2R trade. But now you come back and you reverse here and you go to the 25%. You enter there because we close above it. And you can wait for the test there and go to the mid again. Yeah, we go up. We broke down. We didn't test it, but we went back to 50%. But then you got to be good at defining a range. And a range will give you more entries than a trend, because I think 70, 75% of the time market is ranging, right? Was demanding my levels to be hit first before I enter, rather than demanding the market to wanted to go. Exactly. I always say you got to mark out the plan, what you think. So I'm doing this. I will sit here. So let me put on the VWAPs here. Then I can explain it. Where's the other VWAP? There it is. So you look for, so one of the entries is you wait for the first 15 minutes. In this case, the VWAP is above the anchored VWAP is above the hourly VWAP, or daily VWAP. So what you want to see now is, once you get out of that first 15 minutes, market to maybe go down and test this area. Break through it. Doesn't have to close. Can do this, but it has to break through it. Not running the low, the high. And then you want to see this VWAP, this blue one, maybe come closer here. If price then comes back and close above that VWAP and is above that VWAP, you enter there, you put your stop there, and you target that high. Now, in this case, it's not the best setup because your risk reward won't be great. Sometimes you get your entry very low because this VWAP is pretty flat, and that gives you a nice. If it does that, then fine. I've caught some of them, and I'll show you guys because that's one of the things I'm watching. But also, if you look at price action, not VWAPs, just go look at price action to mark out, what do you want to see the market do for you to enter? Okay, so the market does that. There's a nice divergence. We break down. All right, so we broke structure. There's a fair value gap. So I want to see price come back to that level. That's a 50%. It came there. You enter there. And then you want to see price move. So if it presents exactly what you think it should do, then you got to take that trade. You can't then sit and say, oh, maybe not. All I know, this means don't trade. I mean, this meant no trade. But what did I do? I took 1 million trades. And what did I do? I spent all my mental capacity on 1 million trades to break even. I mean, But anyways. Right, so price is pretty much contracting here. So we could see this happen. Boom, boom. Then come back down to here. And maybe we get then the test down here and then back into consolidation. I don't know. Because there's nothing here that tells me, oh, we're shifting to go higher. What you want to see is even if price goes and stop and then make an aggressive move down, making people think, oh, the shorts are in play, and then just give it some time. Maybe there's a fair value gap in here. We're inversing a nice pull away, and then there's most probably an opportunity to go higher. Yeah, call it waiting or patience. That's all. I promise you guys, I'm not, someone mentioned earlier, like to watch my patience or, but that was the patience while I was in the trade. And I explain exactly why I'm patient when I'm in a trade. But patience before I take a trade, I still need to work on that. I don't just randomly jump in, but I do tend to jump in and after the fact, I'm like, what the hell? The only thing I can tell you, and I think most people will concur on this, because if you take a trade and the minute you press that button, you start stressing about it, then you risk too much on the trade. It's as simple as that. But if you risk on a trade and you're like, okay, it's a small risk. I'm happy to take that loss if it doesn't pay, then it's fine. I mean, I'm not a psychologist, but those are the things that works for me. Okay, so we're in a macro now, guys. So I don't know if anything's going to happen here. So now we literally little pin out there. Let's say this is the range. Right. This is 50% here. So if we reverse there, we can actually take a trade. Let's see how this is gonna work out. All right. Let's see. Just gonna put this on a different, so we can have a view there. Guys, I'm not taking this on the live account, just so you know. Just testing a theory. 987. What do you mean? Along. I mean, if you want to be conservative, you can just go to that 25%. See, that was a quick like a one-to-one type of thing. Now, obviously, let's see if we're going to get down to this level. All right, so we close below that. So if this candle make like a pin to that level, maybe it sends it down to this level now. Anyone copy trades in here? Are you talking about trade copier software or copy trades that we take here? Just on that, guys, this is obviously education. This is not trade copy service or anything like that. So it's not financial advice, just so you guys know. So do you, for this trade copier software, do you pay extra for that? How does it work? I've never used it. All right, so we close back above, so we most probably going to go back up there and maybe run it again, and then, I don't know, continue or come back. I don't know. $40 a month. Okay. Did you also take profit? Okay, good. What is that one-time fee then, Steve? Well, we had equal highs here. We actually just run it by a little bit. Okay. All right, 150, 200. Okay, no, that's fine. I just want to get a ballpark of some sort. Gosh. All right, so maybe we bounce here. I just don't know how much of a follow through will be. We're back at those equal highs. This is obviously not the market that we actually want to do too much. Okay, so I'm going to do this before I go, and then we can see. So we're running that high, which is good. Now, this is a fair value gap. If we now go and do this, if we close like, okay, if we now go and close below there, that to me would possibly be an entry with a stop there, and maybe target this area here. And that would give you a, well, it depends how this plays out now. Almost 2R, yep. But you want to see a candle, inverse this. And if it takes 10 candles and it hasn't done that, guys, then it's a scratch. Okay, so let's see. Sierra charts, never heard of them. It worked well, depends on who you like to use. Guys, I think with the market doing nothing right now, I think I'm going to use this opportunity to let you guys go early today. Remember, there's no PM session tomorrow, but there's definitely AM session. Just for me to go get to bed early so I can rest and get this flu type of thing thrown off. Yeah, so I would watch and see if we're going to inverse this to maybe take it back to this midpoint. Yeah. But guys, thanks again for joining. I know it was a short session. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Sorry about shortcutting this. I'll be back next week in full steam. And yeah, thanks for joining. Be safe. Don't overtrade. Don't be like me today. And let's see if we can do it a better job tomorrow. Take care, guys. Soup and hot sauce. Okay, I'll go do it. Cheers. Bye bye.